Hello everybody, we are back once again. So now we are gonna be doing question 5, which is now trigonometry. This one carries 50 marks in paper 2. Okay, so now welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, please. So maths paper 2, November 2023. First question says, given sine b is equals to 1 over 3, where b is the element between 90 degrees to 270. So now, without using a calculator, determine each of the following. So now in these types of questions, that is where you must draw a cast diagram. I mean a diagram which has a triangle, and you must be careful where you're gonna draw your triangle at. Okay, but we are told to go to 90 and 270, which means it is gonna be where in the first quadrant, because once you draw in the wrong quadrant, everything is gonna be doomed up or wrong. Okay, and then you were even told that sine b it is equals to 1 over 3. So like they said, sine b it is equals to 1 over 3. So it basically means the opposite over hypotenuse must be positive, because if you're gonna put it in the third quadrant, the opposite value was gonna be negative. And when you're gonna put it where in the fourth quadrant, the opposite again was gonna be affected. Okay, and they said 90 to 270. So now opposite over hypotenuse. So now lana I have 3, and then now lana I have 1. So lana it was supposed to be dots here. It was supposed to be dots, not this line, man. I made a mistake, but it's fine. Now it is our duty to find this one, right? So now let's get it now. Let's calculate it now. We can start now. So now we know that the formula is r squared, it is equals to x squared plus y squared, right, on trigonometry. So now we have 3 squared equals to x squared plus 1 squared. So basically x squared it is equals to 9 minus 1. So square root of 8 it is equals to x. So therefore x it is equals to what? Negative 2 root 2. Okay, because this x value it is where in the second quadrant, and in the second quadrant the x values are negative. That is why I'm saying negative there. So it basically line of negative 2 root 2. Now the first question now, number 1, they said they want cos b. Cos it is simply adjacent over hypotenuse. So what is my adjacent? Negative 2 root 2 over hypotenuse 3. Then you're done, you got your cos b, right? And I think these calculations are gonna be you're gonna get 3 marks for calculations and for this one. And then number 2 now, sine 2b, sine 2 beta, not sine 2b, sine 2 beta. You know from your identities that sine 2 beta can be 2 sine beta cos beta. Okay, and then now that is when you are gonna do substitute. So 2, what is sine beta? I was given as 1 over 3, and then cos beta it is the one that I just got. So negative 2 root 2 over 3. So my answer will be negative 4 root 2 over 9 there. Okay, so allow me to write the third one here. The third one it is 5.1.3. What do they want? Cos 450 minus beta. So on this one you can expand using compound angles, like cos 450 is cos beta plus sine 50 blah blah blah. So what I'm gonna do now, I am gonna use reduction angles. I can now reduct this one to be cos 90 minus beta. Do you know why I am saying that? If it like now, check something here. I need to like now what is gonna happen is that 450 And now 450, it is nearest to what? To 360 there. Okay, so now if it happens that you say 450 minus 360, you're gonna get what? 90. Is it fine? So now after that, 90 minus beta, it is the same as sine beta, which is equals to 1 over 3. Okay, or you can say what? Cos 450 cos beta plus sine 450 sine beta, and then you're gonna use what? Your compound and expand, and then you're gonna get your answer as what? As 1 over 3. Okay, so now it is the same thing there. So now let's go to the next question. Let me put my thing here. It is saying given, so let me write given cos, so let me write it here. Cos 4x plus sine squared x times cos squared x over 1 plus sine x. They said that prove that this one, it must be equals to 1 minus sine x. They said that you must prove that that thing, it is equals to 1 minus sine x. Okay, so now the first thing that you can check there, we can see that cos and cos, it is what? Common there. So cos squared x, it is common, so I can factor out what? Cos squared x. So cos squared x, it is common. So now when I factor out, I'm gonna be left with what? Cos squared x there plus what? Sine squared x, because this one will be out already, over 1 plus sine x. From your thing there, from your what you call the identity, cos squared x plus sine squared x is equals to 1. So cos squared x over 1 plus sine x. Cos squared x can be represented as 1 minus sine squared x. You know that, right? So over 1 plus sine x. Can you see that? So now they said that it must be taken to what? 1 minus sine x. And as you can see, we can already see it. But now this one, it is sine squared x. So you can write it as 1 plus sine x, 1 minus sine x over 1 plus sine x. Can you see it? So now this one and this one are gonna be eliminated, so you are left with 1 minus sine x. Okay, so in this question they said that you must prove that this whole expression, it is equals to 1 minus sine x. So this one, it was a what? Proof. So now the first thing that I saw, I realized that cos squared x, it is common, because ln it is cos to the power 4. So now cos 4 and 2 are what? Thing, they can be divided easily. So now cos squared x was common, and then factored it out. After that, realize that I have cos squared x plus sine squared x, which is the same as what? 1. Then I was left with cos squared x over 1 plus sine x. And then now I knew that cos squared x can be written as what? 1 minus sine squared x, and then open it in the bracket form, and then so that I'll be left with what? 1 minus sine x that they were talking about. Okay, that is how it is. This is trigonometry. It is very nice. On the next one, let me write it here. The next one says, for what values of x in the interval is that thing undefined? Whenever they are talking about this type of questions whereby they are saying undefined, that is when you must do what? General solution. But in this case, it is 2 marks. And after that, when they are talking about undefined what, you take what? The denominator. Now we have 1 plus sine x, and then we're gonna equate it to 0. Then we'll say sine x, it is equals to -1. So x, it is equals to arc sine. Take a calculator so that you can find the value of x there. So now you'll say arc sine. Let me put it here. Let's go again. So now we have 1 plus sine x, it is equals to 0. And they said that we must find what? The values of x in the interval of 0 and 360, where this one, it is what? Undefined. Okay, so now that's how you do. Then you simply take what? The denominator on your equation. Okay, then now what we have here, I can simply take my what? minus 1 there, and then my x, it is gonna be equals to negative 90. Now this, I said this one, it is general solution, is gonna be plus 360 degrees k. After that, they want the values of x. So now on your calculator, I need to, now this will be x values. So on your calculator, you'll punch, and they say that from 0 to 360, you'll punch k values and put 0. If you put 0, you're gonna get negative 90. It is out. And if you put 1, I know this one, definitely it is negative 90 plus 360. So the answer will be 270 if you put 1. Because 360 minus 90, it is what? 270. So that is what your answer there for that question. So now let's go to the next question. You see, so it is basically general solution. You simply take the denominator and equate it to 0 and find a general solution. After that, what you call substitute 1, negative 1 to 1 on the k, on the value of k there. On the next one, they are saying that write down the minimum value of the function defined by that. So now minimum, you are gonna take your denominator again. So in this case, you have what? Sine x. And now you're gonna consider what? Your graphs. Okay, and now we know that the range of sine x starts from negative 1 to what? To 1. That is the range, right? Mara, they said what? Minimum. And we know that sine x, it is minimum where? It at minus 1. So sine x is what? Minimum at minus 1. So since now we have what? The minimum value of the function defined by what? Remember now, check something. We were told that we must prove that this one, it is equals to this. So basically this y, it is equals to 1 minus x. Can you see it where it is coming from? So learn it is the same as having what? Y, it is equals to 1 minus sine x. Is it fine? And then now it basically means the minimum value, it is what? 1 minus 1. And then which is now equals to what? 0. Okay, because the minimum value of sine x, it is what? It is equal, it is now negative 1 according to your graphs there. Okay, so now that is the answer there. So the minimum occurs when sine x is equals to 1. So now minimum negative 1. The next one says given that use the above identity to deduce that sine a minus b, it is equals to sine a cos b minus cos a sine b. So now this one was there, I think, in your investigations, blah blah blah, yeah, whereby you are proving that cos a minus b, that compound angle there. So now here you're gonna start. We are gonna use what? Sine a minus b. That is what I'm gonna use there. So sine a minus b. So sine a minus b, it is what? Equals to cos, you're gonna put your big bracket, 90 degrees minus a minus b. That's where it starts now. Okay, 90 minus a minus b, because you want to do what? To change it, and it. Now you are gonna continue saying cos, and then what? 90 minus a, and then minus b. This one is basically is because you know it from your investigations and stuff, because of what? Because of proofs. So this is what? This is this. Okay, so 90 minus a, and then this is gonna be minus b. After that, you will have cos 90 minus a, cos minus b, plus, we are expanding now, can you see it? Plus what? Sine 90 minus a, and then what? Sine minus b. Now when you are gonna do it now, cos 90 minus a, it is the same as sine a, right? And then cos negative b, negative angles, remember, cos negative b, it is the same as cos b. And then sine 90 minus a, it is the same as what? Cos a. And then now sine minus b, it is what? Negative sine b. So let's write it here, negative sine negative sine B. So now let's just finish that one. So it simply means this one will be what? Sine A cos B minus cos A sine A, because this one was positive and this one was negative, so I simply put the negative sign there. Okay, so now that is all the proof there. That is how it was. The proof, it doesn't matter because I didn't think it was gonna come in the finals, but it came. So Mara, there's no problem because you did it there. Now on the next question, hence or otherwise determine the general solution of the equation sine 48 cos x. So let's take it down there. So it is what? Sine 48 degrees cos x minus cos 48 degrees sine x. It is equals to cos 2x. Okay, now as you can see, I can see sine cos sine. Now it is what? I'm a compound. So now this will be what? Sine 48 minus x. Can you see it? Which is equals to cos 2x. Now when it is now general solution, these types of questions, when you are gonna write, now check something. Cos 2x can be written against what? Sine 90 minus 2x. We want to make these ones to be the same trigonometric ratios. So that's how you do it. We deal with these types of questions. So it is sine, as you can see there. So 48 minus x, 90 minus 2x. 48 minus x, it is representing those ones whereby you have expanded. Sine 90 minus 2x can be written as cos 2x there. Can you see it? After that, you drop your what? The things there. So 48 minus x, it is equals to what? 90 minus 2x. Then you will say plus 360 degrees k. It is now the first quadrant. Now the first quadrant. So therefore, x, it is equals to now it is what you call negative 1 plus 2. Okay, so what is negative 1 plus 2? I'm getting now, I'm solving negative 1 plus 2, it is 1. Can you see it? And then now 90 minus 48, it is what? 42 degrees plus 360 degrees k, where k, it is element of that. Don't forget this one, it has a mark. Now after that, you're gonna say or. Now we are gonna consider what? The second quadrant, right? So now we are gonna say what? 48 minus x, because it is sine, it is equals to 180 minus 90 minus 2x plus 360 degrees k. Can you see it? Now it is gonna be, we are gonna open it up. 180 minus 90 plus 2x plus 360 degrees k. After that, 180 minus 90, it is 90 already. So negative 1, negative 2, it is negative 3x, which is equals to 42 degrees. Because 180 minus 90, it is 90. 90 minus 48, it is what? 42 plus 360 degrees k. Ever? Now we are going to divide everything by what? Negative 3. So therefore, x, it is equals to negative 14 degrees plus 120 degrees k. Is it fine, guys? And then now after that, we are going to have what? Where k, it is the element of what? Z, which is the one that you must always put whenever you are dealing with such questions there. Can you see it there? So that is how we deal with these questions, guys. So now from here, we are gonna go to what you call to the next question there, which is the biggest. Yeah, they were busy calling it the biggest question because it has 6 marks. Since we started this question paper, I haven't came across a question that carries 6 marks there. So now we are gonna start here. They said that we must simplify that one to simplest trigonometric ratio. Sine 3x plus sine x over cos x plus 1 cos 2x plus 1. Okay, So now in this question, the first thing that you had to do, you simply had to start checking what you have there. Okay, check what you have there. And then now, and at the same time, you can see that you have what you call the identities that can be changed there. Is it fine? So now, since I have sine 3x can be written as sine 2x plus x, right? Plus sine x. Is it fine? Over. Now, let me simply change this cos 2x before I go down there, because I don't want problems with the denominator. Because most of the time when we change these things, we simply leave the denominator. And then now, I can already see that minus 1 plus 1 is out. Now, let me expand. Consider your what? Your compound angles now. Sine A plus B. It is what? Sine A cos A plus cos B plus cos A sine B. We are now considering that one now. Now it is the same thing. So this one is going to be sine 2x cos x plus cos 2x plus sine x, then plus sine x. Can you see how nice it is? And then cos 2 cos squared x. Already out of 6 marks, you already got yourself 2 or 3 marks because of changing this identity to this and opening that bracket up. Okay, and now we are gonna continue now. As you can see, sine 2x, it is still an identity which can be taken to 2 sine x, and then when I'm gonna write cos x, this cos x will be multiplied to this one, so it's gonna be cos squared x there. Can you see it? And then plus. Now this cos 2x must be changed again, so you're gonna choose between the 3 identities of cos 2x. But I can see that on this question there's a denominator of 2 cos squared x, so now I'm gonna choose what? 2 cos squared x minus 1. Is it fine? And then now after that, you are gonna I made a mistake here. It must be sine, no, there must be no sign here. There must be no sign at all, so it must be cos 2x sine x there. Now learn it will be sine x plus sine x. Yeah, now it makes sense. Over 2 cos squared x. Don't rush, relax. After that, you are gonna expand this one, right? So let's open it up. 2 sine x cos squared x plus 2 cos squared x sine x minus sine x plus sine x. Sine x times 2 cos squared x, sine x times negative 1 plus that one over 2 cos squared x. Can you see it? Now let's go again. Now we are gonna do what? Check something. Negative sine x plus sine x is already out. Okay, and then now we are gonna be left with what? 2 sine x cos squared x plus 2 cos squared x there. Okay, and these are 2 separate things there. Can you see it there? So now after that, this is where we are gonna continue there. Okay, so now check something. You have 2 cos squared x, then sine x. Is it fine there? That's how it is. So now when it is like this, you are gonna write your what? 2 sine x cos squared x plus 2 cos squared x sine x there over 2 cos squared x. And then now after that, we are gonna continue. Let's check our question nicely. So now when it is like this, I think I can factor out 2 there. So before starting, let me find a red marker. Now check something here. These are like terms. 2 sine x cos squared x, 2 sine x cos squared x, 2 cos squared x sine x. These are like terms. Because like even if it is not, I know that like this side it is 2 sine x cos squared x, 2 cos squared x sine x. It is the same thing there. Okay, so now let me write it actually. 2 sine x cos squared x plus I can write it as 2 sine x cos squared x there, because they are being multiplied to each other there. It's not a problem. Okay, now 2 plus 2, it is what? 4 sine x cos squared x there over 2 cos squared x there. Can you see it? After that, I can now do what? See that I have what? 2 cos squared x and that squared x there in the what you call numerator. So now on the next step, let me try to do what? To remember this form, sine x, it is multiplied to what? This 4, it is multiplied to sine x cos x. Okay, so now after that, allow me to write it in this way. Let's go. My answer is already out. Now guys, we have arrived in our final answer. If you can check here, lana I have 2 cos squared x, and then in the numerator there, ne, I have what? 4 cos squared x, meaning that you can rewrite it again as what? 2 cos squared x again. So it means you are allowed to do what? To remove what? 2 cos squared x as the denominator and another 2 cos squared x were in the numerator there. Okay, which makes our answer to be what? 2 sine x there in the what? Denominator, which makes it to be our what? Our answer. Okay, so that's how it was, guys, this question. I'm sorry guys, I used my inspection. So now let's just do it step by step, ne? So now check something. This one can be written as what? On the next step, ne? 4 and then what? Sine x. Cos squared x is the same as 1 minus sine squared x, ne? Over 2 1 minus sine squared x. Yeah, one. And then these ones are gonna be cancelled. Then you're gonna be having what? Eliminated, ne? And then 4 sine x over 2, and then 4 divided by 2 gives you what? 2 sine x. So now in this question, they said that you must simplify this one to a what you call a trigonometric ratio. Sine 3x plus sine x over 1 over cos 2x plus 1. Okay, so now in this case, I opened 3x to be what? 2x plus x, and then cos 2x to what? 2 cos squared x minus 1 plus 1. So this one was already give me what? 0. After that, on sine 2x plus x, I used my compound what? Angles there and expanded there and had my answer there. Okay, as this one is too long. And then on the next step, I changed this cos 2x to this, and then sine 2x was 2 sine x cos x, but this cos was gonna be multiplied to that one to give me cos squared x. After that, went on to the next step and multiplied sine x with this one and cancelled these ones. Then realized that this one and this one are what? Like terms. Then came here down there to have 4 sine x cos squared x over that. Then changed cos squared x to this one and this one. Then I got my answers what? 2 sine x. Okay, so thank you very much. That is only trigonometry question 5. We'll go to the graphs soon. I hope you enjoyed.